stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The expressway is wide open. The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every...
And that pass intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here comes the offense on first down. That's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 25.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Which is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out.
He's going to let it go. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On target to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Ducks in the hurry-up. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Trying to get the corner. And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll try the outside to the left. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get...
Lets it fly! And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll take another shot here. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Offense in an empty set. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my 1st half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacob. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Up-tempo for the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes his connection. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an...
Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
It's so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? He scrambles around, buys time, gets the 1st down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run up the middle and then the play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on them, and they got a big stop.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He wants to throw. Fires on the run. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. If I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Trying to escape and get it himself. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Gives him the big stiff arm. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Using his feet. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Unleashes to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ready to go back to work on offense. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that one.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Escapes trouble. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop. And you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the ground with the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been